At risk of sounding like a broken record, we've been like this all day. 40, 50, 60 points higher for the Dow. That's where we are, up 1/4% as we speak. Not much mention of the Green New Deal at last night's debate. There was some talk about climate change, though. You better watch this.
We will address the catastrophic crisis of climate change and transform our energy system away from fossil fuel.
I refuse to postpone any longer taking on climate change and leading the world in taking on climate change.
We need to work on every front on climate change. It is the threat to every living thing on this planet, and we are running out of time. Every time the scientists go back, they say we have less and less time than we thought we had.
Okay, I think you get the point. Daniel Turner is with us. He is the president of Power the Future. Welcome back, Daniel. Good to see you.
Great to see you.
What's this about green energy not being green? Explain yourself.
It's not, and this is a business show, so I'm giving my first stock tip, right? If you want to buy green energy, if you believe in green energy, start buying fossil fuels and coal, because the amount of fossil fuels it requires to make green energy. Think of your wind turbines, hundreds of tons of steel, hundreds of tons of cement to anchor them in place. That all requires a lot of coal. Same with solar panels, require rare earths. That's earth-moving equipment. That's Caterpillar, right? That's ton of fossil fuels. So this idea that green energy is made using green energy is a myth. It requires a tremendous amount of fossil fuels.
That is a little thin. It is. That is a little thin. Now, what are you ahead of? Green Power the Future?
Power the Future that advocates for energy workers.
Are you a fossil fuels guy?
I am. Absolutely. Yeah, this is what powers our entire country. It powers our economy. It powers the world. And I don't oppose green energy. I think the technology is fascinating. I think it has real promise for us. But to give this idea that windmills and solar panels can generate themselves, it doesn't happen.
Well, they can't generate the kind of energy that we require.
Nor can a factory. Show me a wind turbine factory that runs on wind turbines. There isn't one. They run on conventional energy. So if we're going to go green, you need an awful lot of fossil fuels.
All right, okay, I'll join you on this one. But how about this? In New York City, school students will be allowed to drop class to attend a climate protest. What do you make of that?
This is shameful, because the reason why our kids are buying into a lot of this myth of the climate crisis and climate change is because they don't have a strong foundation in physics, in science, in photosynthesis. It was just a couple weeks ago we were talking about how the Amazon are the lungs of the earth. Anyone who knows the slightest bit about biochemistry and photosynthesis knows that is just a fraudulent statement, right? But kids are buying into this stuff, so why don't we keep our kids in class and teach them about science rather than have them go protest?
Because if you let them get out, they'll take any excuse to get out of class.
Exactly.
That's what's going on. Daniel Turner, thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.